I have received some queries about research in translation studies and what kind of elements or ideas that are required. Let me just say that the aim of research in translation studies is to contribute to the field, i.e., to increase the sum of our knowledge in this field. So the contribution of the student should be in the form of either providing new data or suggesting an answer to a question or to an issue or to a problem, or testing or refining a hypothesis which already exists, or an already existing theory or a methodology. So you're trying to test it and refine it. And it can be also in the form of proposing a new idea or a new hypothesis, a new theory, or a new methodology. So one of these will be the aim or the contribution that's being made in this form. Now, it is vital for any researcher in translation studies and interpreting as well studies, is that it is vital for any research and researcher as well, really, to have some practical experience of either translating or interpreting, whether that is either in the classroom or in a professional setting. So that is really very important, this kind of practical experience of translating or of interpreting, because this practical experience is going to help the researcher further and be able to understand what they are, because theory and practice are really inseparable in translation studies, and not as some people or some researchers claim, that there is mutual hostility and there is suspicion which exists between the translation profession and research community. No, they are absolutely related to each other. Theory and practice are inseparable in the sense of that you need to have some theory and you need to have some practice in order to be able to benefit really well and improve your skills, whether your skills are going to be improved in research or it's going to be improved in practice in a profession. So it's very, very important to have these combined together, theory and practice. Some researcher or some students actually think that if they practice a lot, that will be enough. No, it cannot be enough. You have to have the theory. And of course, the theory part or the theory aspect can be, it has many ways of reading books or articles, journals, chapters in books, to see what are the theories and see if these theories really relate to practice. Because sometimes these books that are written about translation studies and not necessarily about practice do actually help as well in understanding translation studies, in understanding research. And also, they can be a cumulative experience they have, the writers of these books. So it is important, and this can stretch back to the time St. Augustine or Cicero and all the other Greek and Roman theorists in translation. All of them actually are providing us over the years, thousands of years, their theories, which are very important as well because they do help a lot in improving the skills of the researcher and the work of the researcher.